ONPASSIVE founders are loved and highly esteemed by Mr. Ash Mafare, his family, and the technical and hospitality staff in India. Founders form the backbone of ONPASSIVE. When Mr. Mafare created ONPASSIVE, he had in his heart and mind people just like the founders. This video is dedicated to all founders, who represent the best people in their communities, cities, and countries throughout the earth. The uniting bond of love for each other crosses all borders, races, religions, governments, and genders. ONPASSIVE has brought people together who did not like one another. That is the power of love. That is the uniting bond of ONPASSIVE. Founders have a love for each other that is shocking to that outside of ONPASSIVE. Founders have a company that has their interests at heart. The many founders attending webinars all over this planet are in a position to help those in need, by sharing this magnificent business with their loved ones and friends. There are founders from countries that are very, very poor, but the strong founders in those countries like Papua New Guinea and other countries serve as a shining example of people who saw a vision that could not only help those who are participating in ONPASSIVE, but also help the countries in which they live. Founders who are in this unique position can do positive things with their business each, like viewing and liking videos produced by founders who are working hard for all. Founders also participate in the community of ONPASSIVE and give encouragement and positive comments about ONPASSIVE daily. This is very much appreciated by all founders. Founders come into ONPASSIVE from all walks of life. There are founders who had to do extra work so that they become founders and customers of ONPASSIVE. Founders, you are to be congratulated and commended for making the best decision that you will have ever made in your lives. Founders are instrumental in the redistribution of wealth so that those who need help financially will have the resources to make difference in the lives of billions of people. There are founders who live in over 200 different lands and countries throughout this planet. They know who needs help in those lands and countries because those who need help are their neighbors. That is why founders are the most important part of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE cannot do this as a massive undertaking by itself. ONPASSIVE is a marvelous vehicle used to effect massive changes in the lives of billions of people. Founders are the drivers of this vehicle called ONPASSIVE. The human element, represented by your loving and caring founders, along with ONPASSIVE forms a union that is unbreakable. From the very first founder who caught the vision of Mr. Mafare to the very last founder who comes into ONPASSIVE, all are very successful. The beauty and grace of all founders shine like the sun. Founders are the heart and spirit of ONPASSIVE. Never forget that you are loved and appreciated by Mr. Mafare and his family. Founders are leaving beautiful, lasting marks on humanity. Love who you are, and what you do to benefit all lives touched by the warm, kind, loving, compassionate, and caring feeling that you have for people. Thank you, founders.